What's up, people? You've got the Oracle there, back for a first 8-4 out of the Gatewatch draft, since now those are available. And let's jump into this pack. So we have Shorian Rune Diver, which I've never played it. I've played against it a bit. It is quite strong. It just threatens to you know over just win the game on its own because of card advantage. So I'm kind of tempted to take that. Also, when we are at the start of a new set, I like to pick up rares and uncommon that you see less often to just try them out over any type of common. As for the common, we have the Saddleback Lagak, the Translator and Negator, and Mouth Kozilek as decent one. Stalking Drone. Overall, this pack is decent, nothing crazy, but some decent common. Relief Captain is probably the second best card of the pack, if not the best, and the two uncommon here are decent. But as I said, I'm fine taking Jorian there, try it out. And I've played a bit against it, it was quite strong. And yeah, I guess we'll see how it works there. Inverter of Truth is actually quite busted. It does not go very well with this Jorian first pick. I'm saying that it's quite busted, but honestly, the only time I played against it, I won the game. The opponent just, put, I think, 7 cards in his library. I managed to kill it with Smite the Monstrous. There was a bit of board stall, and they just finished milled. So I'm not even sure that it's as good as I just said. Overall, this pack is not great for us. I don't really want to go in a double black card after starting with Jori. The red and blue card are rather unexciting. Yeah, there's really not much. I guess I'll take the Inverter of Truth for the same reason as Jorian. I might, try that out, and if I end up not playing that and not being black, it's not the end of the world. I basically lost 2 red ally, and if I play blue red, this is not really an ally color combination. You'd rather play Eldrazi in this color combination. Anyway, we have a runes there, which goes quite well with the Inverter of Truth, so I could, start to build a colorless black Eldrazi deck. Some sort of aggressive thing, not sure how good it'd be. Or I could just take probably Analysis as a follow-up to Jorian. Also, we just saw 2 Past Warden in a row. This card is quite good, I've been impressed with green overall. I'm not sure. I kinda wanna try something a bit different and new, so I'll try the all-in Eldrazi black thing. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it will work. Maybe it's just bad, maybe I shouldn't do that. We'll see. Storm Chaser Mage, not my favorite. I guess it goes well with Jory as a blue-red card. I would still take Devourer in Flame over that, even though I'm, likely to play blue-red. And now it's kinda annoying, because, I can take either the Shrieker and, continue into the Eldrazi black deck thing, or maybe I should just go blue-red. I'm kinda, between 2 chairs there. Not the best spot. I guess I'll just stick to the black Eldrazi thing, and we'll see how it goes. And unfortunately, it's not gonna be Chori's day today. Shrieker is a decent follow-up. Had I taken red or blue card, I would take Zada's Command. I'm not sure how this will end up. I guess we'll see. Here, I guess there is the Maw of Kozilek, which could fit into a red-black Eldrazi build. Crumbling Vestige, one of the best fixer to, give you any color mana when it hits the battlefield, as well as colorless for later on. It goes well with cards like Maw of Kozilek, which requires a colorless to cast and then a color mana to cast and then colorless to be activated. Overall, I think my pick here is between the Vestige and the Maw, and I think it's gonna be the Maw. That card is just quite good. On the other hand, Vestige could have allowed me to stay just black for now. But if I'm playing a heavy Eldrazi deck, I think it's likely to end up red-black no matter what, because those are the color with the most Eldrazi. As here, I'm very happy to see and pick an Immobilizer Eldrazi. That card is very good. It works well with what I have so far. It is just a great card for my deck. So yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I could have built a blue or red deck, but I think I'll end up fine in black red Eldrazi. Translator is fine, not the most aggressive card, but it provides colorless. It is just a good body. It works well with card like Essence Depleter, because you can activate also during your opponent turn. So, well, it did not really go in the direction I was thinking about, but this is a decent start for an Eldrazi deck. My curve is decent. I have only colorless creature with the runes of Oran Reef. It just looks fine. As here we have a pick between Translator and Mao. I'm rather unsure about which one is the best. Guess I'll take the Mauder. Now is just better if I have enough colorless, and if I don't have enough colorless, then Translator would have been better. Anyway, I'll take Corpse Churn there. I think it's the card I'm the more likely to play, and here we get a Translator, so I'm quite happy I took the Mao over the Translator a few packs ago. I guess Witness the End is playable. Consuming Sinkhole, not too much. I guess if you are aggressive enough, might be good. It removes creature land. That's not great, because even if you are playing a deck that has a lot of Awaken, which is not too likely since now there's only one Battle for Zendika pack, but even then, you know, the guy you are playing is likely to just not put all the counters in the same on the same land. So unless the opponent kind of misplay or get too greedy, you will not get too much value out of that. Anyway, River Drone would be a sweet addition for my deck. Same with Slaughter Drone. Shrieker too, but I guess I'd rather have some cheaper spell. So if I can wheel one of these three, I'd be happy. Waste could be interesting too. Captain's Claw, not really my favorite, but anyway, here I'm clearly taking Strike, as it is a premium removal spell. It is colorless also, which could matter. It is just perfect to, you know, complete my deck. Alright, Stoneforge Masterwork sees mostly play, I would say, in ally deck, but it works with Eldrazi too. So I guess it could be interesting. I like Mao of Kozilek a decent amount, but I have two of them already, as well as was a 4-drop, so I'm not so sure about that. Lantern is really not my favorite piece of colorless fixing. I have two Translator there, so I don't think that's gonna be my peak. Tears of Valakut is a sideboard option. Zada's Command is a good 2-drop, not really, you know, it does not really synergize with what I have though. And Natural Endurance is a decent trick. I might as well try that. I think if there is one equipment that is good in this set, it's probably this one. Right now my build is quite heavy on creature, and all of them share a creature type, so I guess that's a good enough reason to try that out. Anyway, we have a Grasp of Darkness here, which is quite great. Yeah, that is just perfect. I'm not sure that I want a third Translator. I don't think that I want Cinder Hellion, as I have two Translators already. Hold Out Settlement would be a nice option, but I'm quite happy to take the Grasp of Darkness here. Alright. Warden of Geometries is by far not my favorite, you know, colorless fixer. Grip of the Royal, pretty easily the best card here with the Avenger. Don't really want to do funky things and try to splash blue, especially since I'm already looking for colorless. in addition to black and red. I think I'll just take a waste there. Um, you know, seems decent. I have already 4 creature, I mean 5 actually, 5 creature that requires a colorless to do better work. So I think I'm fine taking a waste there. Not the most exciting pick for sure, but a decent one. As here we have the wreckage as the vestige. I'm taking one of these two. I'm not sure which one. Cleric, probably one of the best cards with Saddleback and Drone if you are blue, I guess. Wreckage is really good. I mean, you have two choices here. I think you have the greedy choice, which is to take the wreckage and try to use it and get value out of it, or the vestige, which is the safer pick, which because it can it gives you access to colored mana, which could be important. I'm just gonna take wreckage though. I'm a greedy person, so I guess that's gonna be wreckage. As here, I'm quite happy to take the drone. If you can, give that death touch most of the time, it's gonna be good. Null Color is decent, but I'd rather pick a 2-drop over a 4-drop. And this fits the theme of my deck better too, so all in all, I think it is just a better thing for me. Here, the two best cards are green, the Hulk and the Grafter. Both are great. I've been impressed by Hulk. It is very hard to deal with, actually. It might be the only regenerator creature in this entire set, including Battle for Zendikar, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it's quite strong, but here I'll just take Tarsnare. Feels like a good addition to my deck. I think with 3 colorless land as well as 2 translator, I'm kinda getting to the point where I have enough to make those things decent. I don't want to play too many ways too, and Tarsnare is a medium removal / trick. As here we have exactly the same 2 uncommon, which as I said are just great, but I'm fine taking a drone. Those are really decent. As here, all the colorless thing wield, which is sweet. It seems like I'm the only one playing the black Eldrath deck, which I guess is a good news. The question now is, do I rather have a River Drone or a Slaughter Drone? I'm rather unsure. This one is more aggressive, obviously. I'll take this one mostly because I have 2 of the 2-drop. And 1-drop are also ordered to, get. Anyway, I'm fine taking Unnatural Endurance there. That card is quite perfect for my deck. Cards I'm looking for in the last pack is something like a Kozilek Sentinel would be great. What else could be nice? Obviously the 3 mana colorless removal. What is the name? I cannot remember right now for some reason. Complete Disregard. That would be a great addition to my deck. I think I could make the curve a little bit, faster. Things like Grip of Desolation would be amazing to get. But overall, I have a decent curve. The deck is, it has some synergies. I don't really have any spells that, gets boosted by colorless. I guess I have the River Drone that requires you to have other colorless creature. That aside, I am playing only two colored spell. Anyway, here we have a lot of pictures that were messed up but that are not messed up anymore, and we have a great pick in Barrage Tyrant. I think that in my deck this is just the perfect card. I mean, you don't need to be a genius to realize that. Yeah, it is just great. I was looking at that and this ability, and unfortunately it is the Tyrant that deals damage, so you cannot give a Death Touch and kill anything. Anyway, that's just the perfect card for me. Guess I would be fine picking a Pilgrim's Eye, especially since he can fetch my waste, but the Tyrant is just great, so quite happy to get that here. Processor Assault is not really enabled by anything in my deck, unfortunately. Um, except for Oblivion Strike. Yeah, I cannot really make much use of that. So I guess my pick is really between Pilgrim's Eye and Dominator Drone. Guess Dominator Drone is a bit more aggressive. Pilgrim's Eye can fetch a waste, will make my draw a bit less, you know, it makes it that I will have less issue with my mana base. This might will, on the other hand. I'm unsure. I feel like I much rather have the drone body. On the other hand, the eye is just, you know, it will smooth thing out. Um, it works too with the Barrage Tyrant despite having lower power. I guess I'll take the drone though. I don't have that much colored requirement except for the Inverter of Truth, so I should be fine. As here, Nether Drone is a great addition to the deck as a good colorless aggressive card that works well with other colorless cards. If this wheels, I'd be happy. If it doesn't, well, not the end of the world. Molten Nursery is actually a good reason to play mostly colorless spell. I'm currently playing 2 colored spells, since even that is colorless. It might wheel though. It is also quite likely to wheel, since I don't think many other people are trying to do that. So I guess I'll take Sludge Crawler over the Nursery. I would say that Nursery looks better, but I'm quite sure this is wheeling, as Crawler is most likely not wheeling. Yeah, that was a sweet pick. There was also an outnumber, but I feel like this deck, you know, just want to play colorless thing, especially if I'm wheeling the Nursery. I don't have that many removal, but the ones I have are quite good. Tarsnare is mediocre. Barrage Tyrant is also removal to some extent. I have a little trick there. In the end, I'm likely to cut one of the Translator. We'll see how it goes. Here, I guess I could see an argument to take Calling Drone and hope to wheel the Processor Assault, but even if I take that, and even though I took a Crawler, I don't think that's enough to enable the Assault, so I'm just gonna take Forerunner of Slaughter, which is a great 2-drop, works well with other colorless cards. It is just quite perfect here. And there we have basically nothing. I might take the Slide Runner. If I end up wheeling the Nursery, it might not make the main deck. But if I don't, it is just a great 2-drop, and if I can stay aggressive, that's also great for me. Alright. So currently I have 23 spells, which is, you know, enough. I'd be happy to cut one of the Translator for a Molten Nursery though. And even with the Slide Runner, this is 20 color uncolored spell, which is, you know, enough for the Nursery to be good. As here we have very interesting things going on. Slide Runner is nice, as I said. Blighted Gorge would be great as a, you know, a utility land as well as a colorless source, but honestly Swarm Surge looked just insanely great in this deck. I'm currently playing 16 colorless creature, and there is also a lot of board stall in this set. I think that it is not my favorite card, but given the deck I have, this thing is just gonna be extremely powerful, so I'm gonna pick it. Alright, overall I have Swarm Surge as just a better Sure Strike, even though Sure Strike is a trick. But anyway, I think I'd rather play colorless trick. Shrine of the Forsaken. Guess it produces colorless, so it's another waste, kind of. Guess that's the card I'm the most likely to play out of this pack. I guess I don't care about anything there. I'll just take the Griffin, which in my opinion is by far the best card and maybe the only playable there. Right is strong if you have really a lot of token creator, not that easy to get with two Oath of the Gatewatch pack though. So currently I have 23 spells. If I will the nursery, what am I cutting? Maybe the Slide Runner. Um, I I could see an argument saying that Slide Runner doesn't work too well with Swarm Surge, but actually it's decent because I mean this thing has trample. You still get the +2/+0, and you know first strike is not extremely important. The goal is to deal damage mostly. Anyway, I'll take the Assault there. I will not play that. It is not enabled enough. And their Dominator drone is quite a decent addition. And I guess this, if I'm not mistaken, this was the pack with the nursery. But no, never mind. It is here. Alright, that's a lot of things. Culling drone is also kinda wanna play all colorless actually. Might cut that Tar Snare. We'll see. I think I'll just play the drone over the Slide Runner because it's colorless, and that means synergy with Tyrant, Nursery, River Drone, also Masterwork. So I guess even though Slide Runner is a very sweet 2-drop, I'll cut it there. This is not really a 2-drop. I think it's gonna be hard to cast that before a few more turns. Yeah, I really have a good shell for an aggressive Eldrazi deck though. And Tar Snare, as I mentioned, is not really the best removal. And it's a colored spell. I'm just gonna... I want... The only colorless... the only colored spell I'm gonna play is gonna be that Grasp. I have a lot of 3-drop, but I like them... I like all of them quite a lot. I can cut a Translator there. I have a lot of creature. I think it's one of the weakest things for my deck, especially since I have enough colorless in my land to enable those things. And also, I forgot, but I have this rune, which is actually gonna be quite busted in this deck. Buffing all my creature is great. It is just a very, I would say, a very well-built and synergistic deck there. We'll see how it performs. I'm a bit worried about my ability to cast Grasp and Inverter of Truth. Granted, I will only play most likely something like 7 Swamp. I still think that Grasp is a fine addition to the deck. As I said, it's likely to get casted only on turn 4 or 5, but I still think I want it in the deck. Alright. 9/4. Well, I need a bit more red. 7/6. I know I have a lot more black than red, but I kinda wanna be able to cast my Nursery, Immobilizer, and Forerunner early. Same with Nettle Drone, I guess. Yeah, that mana base is not gonna be too great. I'm basically playing a 3-colored deck without fixing because of the colorless. The question now is, can I afford to remove a bit of colorless? Kinda want the colorless for the Shriekers and the Mao though. Do I have any other thing that triggers colorless? Not that much. I think I'm gonna cut a waste for Swamp. I'd rather be able to cast this or that than be able to activate that or that, I think, most of the time. Alright, let's add a Swamp. 8 Swamp is a bit better, and 6 Mountain is a bit light, but once I have 1 Mountain, I really don't need anything else. I guess I will most likely not be able to use that 2 times each turn, but you know, that's gonna be a Swamp there. Also, I have a decent amount of black 1-drop, which makes me want a bit more Swamp. So I guess that's gonna be the deck. Despite the mana base being a bit wacky, I kinda like it. I guess it's quite strong. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the draft, and I see you guys for round 1.